And welcome back to the Winning Moments Show, our first spring show, Coach.
Absolutely.
I don't know why Coach is wearing a fur jacket over there.
It's because it's like 48 degrees with a wind chill.
I'm fighting spring. T-shirt time now, Coach.
I know,
T-shirt
look at
time.
you. Sun's out, guns out.
Fighting T-shirt. We have an amazing show for you guys today. We want to talk about this is a little bit of a sad show, I would say, Coach.
Yes, it is. I mean, it's the end of basketball season, but we do have right on our doorstep the beginning of spring sports, and we're excited for that. We're excited to be covering that. We're going to definitely need our coaches and our administrators, our ADs from around Section 1 to make sure that they get the information to us, that we can report on it, and we can bring our kids the proper due, give them the proper due that they deserve for the hard work that they put in.
I mean, technically, we're behind. These kids have already been rocking spring sports for about 2 weeks now.
Yep. Yes.
Thank God that basically everyone in Section 1 is traveling. Rumor is they're all traveling to the Bahamas next week.
A lot of them are.
So, yeah. But, yes, we are I want to give a shout-out to basketball. So all of the kids and the coaches and the ADs, everyone involved, Section 1, the entire organization. Our counterpart right now is taking the day off.
He well-deserved, by the way.
Day off.
Well-deserved.
Who's not here with us today. Him and everybody else made this basketball season so special, and that's how the winning moments started.
Absolutely.
It was basketball. We hopped into it, and we embraced it, and you guys embraced us, and I couldn't be more grateful for you guys. As Coach said, we are moving the show to all spring sports, so we will not be covering just one sport moving forward. We'll be covering all spring sports. People think we have a huge crew behind us, but we don't.
We have two outstanding individuals, Claudio, our executive producer, and then Justin, who's his assistant executive producer as well. They do a phenomenal job, and we're very grateful to have them with us.
Yep, and Kevin handles a lot of the
And then Kevin Devaney. We, listen, I want to say this personally. Kevin Devaney, for him to do what he's done for us, it's very special. You can tell his heart and is sincere, and he cares about the kids in Section 1. And we just enjoyed working with him, this during the wintertime, and look forward to working with him on a continued basis. So he's fantastic.
Yeah, I mean, he's the hardest working man in Section 1. And some of the interviews that we'll get with Kevin, his reporting might or might not be while he's hard at work on the golf course as an avid golf
well, he loves the links.
He loves the links.
There's nothing wrong with that. I think it's well deserved for him to get out there and hit the ball, chase that ball around a little bit. Nothing wrong with that.
Maybe that's our new T-shirt. Love the links.
Love the links.
For Kevin, love the links. They might not let it in every country club in Westchester, but we'll make a small little logo. Love
that
the links.
That would be great.
Yeah.
I like that.
I like it. Love the links. Well, listen, I mean, I just got to spend the night with Kevin at the awards dinner for the Section 1 boys. Yeah. Congratulations to all of the kids that were all section, all class. The academic award, which I completely
the Court of Excellence.
Court of Excellence.
Yes.
There were so many honorees.
Bill Tom Sr., former Croton Harmon coach, legendary Croton Harmon coach. He's the one that brought the Court of Excellence to Section 1. Phenomenal award, phenomenal achievement, and continue. Obviously, excellence on the basketball court, also excellence where? In the classroom.
I mean, excellence everywhere. Those kids got up there and they were saying
crazy
what they did.
Resume. How about their resumes?
I felt lazy.
I know.
I felt lazy and unaccomplished. Every time they called a new kid, it was like, okay, not only is he smart, not only does he play basketball, not only does he volunteer, but some of them actually coached. Some of them built an app. Like, I'm sitting here like, man.
I know, it's crazy.
I looked at my son. I'm like, hey, buddy, do you know how unaccomplished I feel right now listening to these kids?
It's amazing what the kids have done, their GPAs, all the things that they do. The community service is unbelievable. Some of the things they do, and to serve the community in our area, and to serve underserved communities as well. It's an amazing accomplishment to make the Court of Excellence. It's a really big to do and a really big deal. Absolutely.
And listen, before we talk about that evening, that's why sports is so important, and that's why this show is so important to us. We want to highlight all of the kids that don't normally get highlights. Highlights are meant for college and pro, but high school sports is so important for shaping the future of kids' lives.
Amen.
Right? Whether you play sports going forward, and some of these young men will, and some of these young ladies do, or you just go to college, right, knowing that you have this, how it is to be a team member, a team player, work hard, the ethic. Sports teaches you so much in life. More
Absolutely.
Than just, so
you have to interact with people. You have to work for the collective success of a group. You have to learn how to sacrifice maybe some of your individuality for the betterment of the team and the program. So all those things carry on with you once you leave high school and leave high school athletics. And for many of our kids, we're very lucky. A lot of our kids are going to go play collegiately at some level, in basketball. However, not everybody is. So a lot of people, as we talked about before, and we've discussed this, it's a finite amount of time in high school. You have 4 years. How do you want to remember it? And I hope that we're doing something where the kids that don't get a chance to play collegiately, they can look back on our show and pull up an episode and say, I remember when I was on the show, or I remember when, I got interviewed, or I remember them giving us a shout out. That's a memory that lasts forever.
Oh, it was so great to see the kids. A bunch of kids were wearing the bracelets, right, that we gave them out for the championship side. Yep. So it's been a blast. It's been a blast. And yes, we will change the set next week, and you'll have a different version of this. But since it is still March Madness, Coach.
It is.
Okay, and we still have a little bit of basketball left. I want to talk about the senior all-star game. Okay?
Yes.
I want to talk about this. They did a great job of not only having these kids have their last game and get to play. This year they got to play with all different people from different classes.
Much better format. My son was fortunate enough to play in the senior game 4 years ago with Jalen Savage, his teammate, Nazareth All-American, and just finished his career at Nazareth. And it was split up. But it was split up like by, multi-class.
Yeah.
I love the 3-team thing. So if you could talk about that and tell people how they've changed it, everybody seemed to really really loved it. The format the way it is now, the new format.
Oh, listen, credit to them, credit to Anthony Nicodemo, to John Aguilar, to everyone that was part of that organization that put that together. What I loved about it was that my son, who played, right, he's a Class B kid, Sebastian, he got to play on the same team with people he never would have played with, right? Because even in AAU, you're not even playing with all of these kids because there's so many AAU teams.
Right.
In this case, the 3-team format was great. I mean, listen, they could add a 4-team, no problem, if they had enough kids. But mixing the classes, right, where Sebastian got to play against Jake Pampolina. It's funny because I'm sitting next to Jake's dad, Carl, right? And we're just laughing and talking about life, and he was telling me about some good news he just got. And
we're going to discuss that in a little bit. We're going to talk about.
I was going to talk about he got a raise at work and said he'll take us out to dinner. But
oh, we're talking about Jake, or we're talking about Carl?
Carl, talking about Carl, right?
Good for him.
So I'm sitting next to Carl, and we're talking about it, right? Because my son actually goes, Dad, that number 2 over there, right? He's such a good baller, and I'm like, yeah, come with me. So I introduce Carl to my son Sebastian, and we're talking. And Carl's laughing about whatever, and I say to Carl, I'm like, listen, man, I'm so happy for you guys, and it's fun to watch this thing, and Jake's going to be in the 3-point contest we'll talk about, which was epic, by the way, and this is Sebastian, whatever, and Sebastian's like, hey, he's a really good player. Now, Sebastian passed the ball almost every time he got the ball to the open man. I had to walk past him and say, hey, listen, man. This is an all-star game. That ball's not coming back to you. The next time you get it, shoot. So he gets it, he drives, and I'm literally sitting next to Carl. We're just talking back and forth, and Sebastian scores on Jake, and I'm like, yo, Carl, you see, this is mano-a-mano right now, okay? You're paying for dinner tonight. But no, all seriousness, the format was phenomenal. The ability for these kids to play with other kids they wouldn't be able to play with, right, from all different schools, that was great. 5 minutes on, 5 minute subs.
Awesome.
That was awesome. So you knew what you were doing, what you got. And then the 3-point contest. The 3-point contest and the slam dunk contest. I thought, okay, the three-point contest is probably going to be better than the slam dunk contest. I was wrong. First of all, this is a high school slam dunk contest, okay? This is a high school slam dunk contest in a region that we don't have 40 kids dunking the basketball every week.
Right.
So
Correct.
we had 4 guys in this contest. In the finals, it went between Joseph Holness and Dylan Halaka, okay? Now, Joseph Holness is 6'9".
Yes, he is. Every
Right?
bit.
6'9", wingspan. I mean, listen.
Long.
He could have put me on his shoulders and I could have dunked the basketball.
Long.
Okay?
Absolutely.
Super long. And then you got Dylan, who's 6'4",
6'5",
6'5", right?
Yeah.
Okay, depending on what you want to
Right,
read, right?
right.
In AAU, he's 6'7". In high school, he's 6'5", right?
Yeah.
Um,
Going to Catholic University, by the way. Going to a really good program in D.C.
really good program. This kid, not only can he jump out of the gym, but his creativity on the dunks that he did, alley-oops to himself, like it was so fun to watch. We put it up on Instagram. We will be putting it up on Instagram on the Winning Moment Show. But he was the winner of the slam dunk contest.
That's awesome.
Him and Holness went at it. Holness was doing some amazing like reverses.
Right.
And Dylan was like, all right, I see your reverse. And here's my reverse. Off an alley-oop, I was like, crowd votes for the winner.
Right.
Okay. Crowd went bananas for Dylan. So congratulations, Dylan, man. It was fun to watch. You gave us so many amazing winning moments this season. And again, at the dunk contest, it was amazing for that winning moment. And congratulations to you for that.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah. Now I want to talk about the three-point contest.
Okay.
Okay. Because I was wondering how they were going to run this three-point contest. There's no racks, no balls, so forth. So basically, they took 5 balls. So you're around the rim, right, around the horn, and they were on the floor, and 2 rebounders. And every time the kid shot, and you went from the corner to the so forth, the rebounders had to put the ball back on the floor.
Right behind them.
Right.
Right.
Well, not even behind them. So what happened was you hit round robin, right? So 1 shot from the corner, 1 shot from the wing, top of the key, bam, and you keep going back and forth. You keep running back and forth.
Okay. Oh,
Right.
that's a little bit different.
A little bit different. And you had to pick the ball off the ground. So for all
That's
you
even more
shooters out
different.
there, okay, it's almost like shooting off the dribble because you're picking it up and you're going
Yeah.
as opposed to taking it from the rack and moving. So the speed mattered, the accuracy mattered. Okay. Round one, we had already set the stage. It was only really 1 round, right? So the 1 round of everybody going, scores are 12-15. Westchester versus Rockland finals. Jake Pampolina and a kid you know well who told me he was going to win, okay, Jackson Thomas.
Who has shot the ball well his entire career, either in high school or AAU, and at a Horace Greeley High School, young man who we've known a long time in his family, and I'm not surprised that he wasn't. I'm not surprised that he was representing the Westchester side of Section 1.
I wasn't surprised either. I was surprised that he was wearing sweatpants, okay?
I saw that in the picture.
Wearing sweatpants.
Saw that.
Then we go to the finals. And in the finals, okay, Jackson hits his last shot, the buzzer beater, to tie Jake Pampolina. 15-15.
Wow.
Okay?
Yep.
So they just went 12 for 15. Then they did a minute shooting, okay, 15 for 15 to go to overtime. Then the overtime switch where, okay, pick 1 spot now. Pick whatever your favorite spot is. Okay, Jake picked top of the key. Jackson picked the right wing. And then you get 2 rebounders, and you're just feeding the ball. Feeding the ball. So now you know you're going to get more shots up. Okay,
Right.
Same 1 minute on the clock. Jake is destroying Jackson. Jake is on fire from moment 1. Jackson has to be down by like 6-7 threes, like literally embarrassing Jackson.
Oh boy.
Then Jackson hits 9 in a row. 9 in a row. I don't think he hit the rim.
He's capable.
I don't think he hit the rim.
He can shoot the ball.
Just rhythm, bam, bam,
he
bam,
can shoot
9
the
in a row.
ball. He can shoot it.
Like we always say, that's why they play the game. There has to be a winner. Jake Pampolina wins 16-15.
Unreal. In overtime.
In overtime, 16-15, and Jackson missed the game tire in that case, right? The equalizer at the buzzer, but 9 in a row. It was such an amazing thing to watch. These 2 young kids put on such a great show
That's
for us.
awesome. That's great.
It really
That's
was
great
awesome.
for both of them.
Yeah.
And it's great for the All-Star game, great for that atmosphere to create an environment
Yeah.
and an event, make it an event, which is what LHBCA has done. They've made that thing an event. It used to be all conference. The first game was 6 o'clock, all section, second game. I love the fact that they're putting all conference, all class, and all section together.
Yeah.
I love that.
This format was amazing. I wasn't at the last format, but this format's amazing. It's a great way to do it. To the organizers, I pray you guys keep it this way.
I think they will.
This will
Sounds
also bring
like
out
it went over
fans.
well.
I think if people knew how this was going to be, and the videos that we shot, and you get to see that, you'll see them all over Instagram and on our YouTube channel. I think you'll have actual fans that'll come out. The stands were half packed, but you'll have fans come out because it was actually entertaining, as opposed to a typical All-Star game.
I think
it
sounds much better.
Yeah, it was. So that was. So still, I'm fighting for that last piece of high school basketball.
I know you are,
go.
because Seb's made a decision to go to school, and we're happy about his decision.
Yep.
He's going to Lynn University.
Down to Florida, he goes.
Down to Florida.
Yeah.
Southeast Florida, beautiful place, great school.
Not far from your daughter.
No, not far from that. Florida Atlantic University, a Mia Ward, and who loves it so much. I don't think she'll be back, but that's another story for another time. But
Sebastian said the same thing.
Sebastian, listen, going to a great school. He had a great run, and of course you want to hold on to every moment, John. I get it.
Yeah.
Because as parents, it comes to an end of something. It's hard to see the end of something and then the beginning of something else. Sometimes the transition is very difficult.
It is. And I'll end the All-Star conversation where I was joking around with Coach Aguilar, and I was like, "Hey, can you put me in 3-point contest?" He's like, "That might be kind of fun." I'm like, "Yeah, man, put me in 3-point contest. Like, I'll show up. I'll represent. Okay,
The winning moment show.
I'll
You represent us.
Well, let's not say that, because the winning moment show does a lot better than I would have represented. Because after I saw these kids shooting, I was like, yeah, I would have come in third to last. Like, I mean, they were just lighting it up. So really fun to watch.
It's awesome.
Great way to end their high school careers. Yeah.
Absolutely.
And then we had the dinner. Then we had the awards dinner.
Who was hosted? Who was the MC?
Well, listen, you had multiple MCs. Anthony Nicodemo did a great job.
That's fantastic.
Of putting that together.
He always does a nice job with the basketball coaches association.
And
Does
the coaches I was sitting with said this is one of the better years because we happened to be ahead of schedule. We were ahead of schedule in the awards. The coaches' speeches, for all the coaches of the year, listen, they're coaches. You expect them to give a good speech,
right?
And they did not disappoint at all.
That's fantastic.
You feel inspired after these coaches get up there.
Of course,
they're humble. They're different than they are on the court, right? As I would call Coach Ward over here, Spider-Man. If you've never seen him coach an AAU game, Spider-Man. He's got low center of gravity, which is great. But yeah, to see these guys in their elements,
I think they're tremendously. I think they're tremendously grateful to be named Coach of the Year in the section. I think they're tremendously grateful to have a special group that allows them the opportunity to coach kids to their best of their abilities, and then to have that collective success. And I think they're really grateful for that. And we had everybody that made Coach of the Year, deserved it. And there's probably a couple of cases in our classes in Section 1 where it could have been one guy or the other. But I think for the most part, we got it right. I think the coaches that were section coaches of the year in their class, I think for the most part, those are the people that should have been named Coach of the Year.
Now, not that we're in a position to recommend some changes, but Anthony, I think we should make a change. We should make a new award next year. Okay, this should be the hardest working, you can make it coach or athlete, hardest working athlete or coach of the year in Section 1, and it should be called the Kevin Devaney Jr. Award.
I'll go with that because, listen, I mean, he put that thing together as the MC. I don't think people realize the volume of work that Kevin does. And Kevin Devaney,
he's not human.
It's crazy how he's so tied in, and it's crazy how knowledgeable he is about all the teams and even the teams upstate. And he does that because he's part of the selection process for all states. So he has to know the teams and the players upstate as well, and throughout the state in all the classes. And for him to have that encyclopedia style volume, encyclopedia style brain to understand that, it's very impressive. And we should be very grateful that we have him as a resource in Section 1.
I mean, listen, he's the hardest working person in Section 1, hands down. He remembers things like you talk about a sponge from like 20 years ago.
Absolutely.
And not to mention, again, this award should be the Kevin Devaney Jr. Award.
Sure.
3 kids.
Yeah.
Career. This is not his career.
No,
he has a day job. He has a day job.
And his wife, Donna teaches, and they've got the 3 kids, and they have a young family. They're very, their youngest is in the 7th grade, and they got 2 more younger their oldest is 7th grade,
right.
And then they got 2 younger. They got Daria, the oldest, and then they have Devin, and then Dylan. And they're all under 12.
Well, say, Coach,
so,
you can't just age the girls that quick in that scenario. You gotta, you can't say they were that old.
I mean, they're young kids.
Yeah,
and
they are.
They're a young family, and it's amazing what he does. So,
well, listen, definitely,
kudos.
we're gonna nominate Kevin's award. There should be a Kevin Devaney Jr. award for the hardest working athlete in Section 1.
That would be
that would be amazing.
That would be amazing.
Okay, and listen, the winning moments will fund the plaque, so don't worry about that, Anthony. We'll cover the budget side.
There you go.
Okay,
Absolutely.
Well, now let's talk about some winners that night, right? For the all-team Section 1, all-team, first team,
yes.
So Rotimi Asiso.
Unbelievable player. I don't think he's made a decision on college. 6'4", great build. Strong kid, very skilled, and took Clarkstown North to a place they've hadn't been in 41 years. So, I mean, just a great kid to watch play. Loves the game, has great passion. Somebody's going to get themselves a really good college player at whatever level that he ends up going to.
100%.
And I think his best basketball is ahead of him as well.
Oh, I totally agree. So for all of these players, speaking of the hardest working man, Kevin put together a little montage video of that with also his reporting,
right? Which
I remember we joke around. We joke around when we're not in front of the camera. We're prepping for the show, and one of the jokes that I made is like, hey, listen, like they have Lee Shriver is like the voice of the NFL, right?
Yeah.
Like God's voice of the NFL.
Yeah, absolutely.
Kevin Devaney, right, is God's voice for Section 1 sports.
Absolutely.
So he put together this great video, which you guys can find on Game Day 1's YouTube channel. So on the Game Day 1 YouTube channel, Kevin, don't make me a liar. I'll text you after this. So by the time this show is up on Sunday, it's already up there. But he did these great videos that he's going to put up there. And just watching Rotimi, to put it together, the way this kid attacks the rim, it's just, it's really fun to watch.
And then people,
well-deserved.
And he started shooting the ball a lot better the latter part of the year from the three-point line, which made him an even more difficult cover, a more difficult defense. So he's going to be good. And I'm looking forward to seeing where he goes and who gets him.
Yeah, let us know. Will Plunkett.
Oh, does it all. The unassuming tough guy. He's tough as nails.
He's tough as nails.
Going to Binghamton to play Division I baseball in a program that won the America East and went to the NCAA Regional last year. They have a beautiful facility up there, state of the art at their level, mid-major. A lot of major P4s would like to have that baseball facility. He's going to be he's an outstanding baseball player. Unbelievable basketball season, unbelievable basketball career. Would certainly be a college level basketball player.
Oh yeah,
not obviously not Division I, but he would be a college level basketball player someplace. But baseball, we're going to be talking a lot about Will Plunkett this spring.
We will.
And Mamaroneck High School baseball, their baseball program, who has traditionally been one of the best in our section.
He's such a good kid too.
He's a great kid, and his dad's a fantastic man, and we're looking forward to continue talking about Will this spring.
Yeah, he'll give us a lot of winning moments for sure. Then we got Aaron Woodbury.
One of my favorites. 6'4", length 6'6", 6'7". Does it all. I'm looking forward to seeing what he looks like in 2 years in a college weight program with nutrition. He's not even close to what he's going to be, and he's pretty damn good right now.
He is pretty damn good.
He's
1,300 plus points in his career.
I mean, over 1,000 and just defends you, chase down blocks. He's got great length. Great young man. Yes, coach, no coach. Every time I see him, he makes a point of saying hello, personable. His family's great people. The Woodburys are great people. His brother was an outstanding player, Eric, who's now at Mount St. Vincent. I think Aaron Woodbury, he's being under-recruited. I don't want to jinx anything. I hope that he gets recruited at the level that I think he should go to, be that as it may, to have an opportunity to play college basketball. Only 6 out of 100 get that chance. Wherever he goes, he's going to be really, really good. If he stays injury-free, builds that body up, he's going to be a different cat in about 1.5 years, 2 years. Best basketball's ahead of him.
He's got that mid-range. That mid-range, I think, is one of the most underrated shots in basketball right now. But it's one that will carry you in many places because it opens up the drive. The mid-range opens up the drive.
He's going to need to be – he doesn't shoot it bad on catch and shoot right now. He's going to have to shoot it more efficiently, and that'll come with time, and that'll come with a repetition. But, yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing him. He had a great year. He's had a great career at Woodlands. 3 gold balls.
Yeah.
2 Final Four appearances in the state semifinal, state championship. Got to the state regional this year, went to the Elite Eight. What an unbelievable career, both individually and collectively from a team aspect. He's had an amazing run at Woodlands, and it's unprecedented in our area.
He's the only he is the only and him, because Coach Rapport said him and Sebastian Benitez were playing together, so they're the only ones that I believe. I could be wrong about this. This is the problem when I don't have Kevin here gonna tell me if I'm wrong or not.
I know where you're going.
They're
with
the
this.
only 2 kids that have a three-peat of gold balls.
Yes.
I don't think that's ever been done before in
I think
Section 1.
I think they're the only 2 kids in the history of Section 1.
Yeah.
Certainly in the history of Woodlands to win 3 consecutive gold balls.
Right, three-peats, yeah.
And then they may be on a very short list of players in our section, certainly at Woodlands, to go back-to-back state Final Fours.
Yeah.
Which is incredible.
It's incredible.
Then get to the Final Four, state final, and then the Elite Eight. I mean, so they've represented the section well. Aaron's represented the section well, and we're looking forward to seeing his decision from his college decision where he ends up going to as well.
Listen, I just want to see him and Eric play one-on-one. Let's put that together.
I don't think Mr. and Mrs. Woodbury want to see that because that would cause a disturbance in the household.
The harmony, it's harmony.
Yeah,
okay?
there won't be any harmony. I know those 2 kids really well. They're very competitive.
I love it.
So
then we have Jake Pampolina.
Just what a nice young man. We had him in studios. Parents, his dad, family's fantastic people. Great young man. I mean, broke the Rockland County scoring record on the boys' side. What he's done for Suffern, not only in the basketball community, but in the community at large, and bringing the people together at Suffern, New York. It's an incredible accomplishment, incredible achievement. You can't help but to root for him. And, and what we didn't mention this on the show, I'll mention it now. He made the Philippine junior national team at the 16U level. Gilas Filipinos. Gilas is the name of their team, Gilas. I follow, shockingly, I follow the Philippine Basketball Association. It's a great league. There's a lot of former NBA players in that league. They love their basketball in the Philippines. The only reason he couldn't stay there and he was going to be in the FIBA World Championship representing the qualifier in Asia, but he couldn't keep going back and forth, getting ready for his senior year, and I think because of the wrist as well. But he's going to have an international career.
Yeah, well, I mean, the problem is Carl didn't get the private jet ready, to fly him back and forth.
So I think it had to keep going back and forth, and then with the wrist issue, they couldn't do it. But you'll see him in the Philippine national uniform. He's going to be in, and then I just love his moxie. I love how hard he plays. He loves the game. He's a grinder.
Yep.
Coach Scott Wright did a great job in developing him. He's also worked very hard on his own, as we know, and just excited for him. So Jake wanted to go to St. Thomas Aquinas College across by him. Division II power, national power when Tobin Anderson was there. The current coach has done a great job as well. It was his main assistant. I'll remember for next week's show. And Tobin Anderson, for those people that are not familiar, Tobin Anderson built the program at Stack. And I forgot this the other week, last week. Was it Fairleigh Dickinson took Demetrius Robertson, a young man from Sumter, South Carolina, the two guards, to Fairleigh Dickinson, and they beat Purdue in one of the greatest upsets of all time. Tobin Anderson can coach his tail off.
He can.
And he's a great developer of players. And then he went to Iona. Things didn't work out, but nothing on him. He did it. He did the right thing. He did a great job there.
Absolutely. And I got to give credit to his mom because Jake's a phenomenal shooter. And as you know, Coach, like catch and shoot and shooting is about your footwork, making sure your feet are set.
Yep.
And his mom is a world-class ballerina, and she teaches it. And she is the woman, she is the human and the woman behind Jake's amazing footwork.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
That's
Learn these stories. I love meeting people and hearing the stories.
I love the backstory, particularly when it pertains to applying it and helping their kids out and then becoming successful.
Absolutely. Now we move down to the next young fella who is, he was also on our show and also a great kid and comes from a great family.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Anthony Ficarrotta.
The all-time boys Section 1 all-time scoring leader. Broke it this year. Took a Cinderella Dobbs Ferry team to the section final and came within one shot of tying it, taking it, either winning it or
they went to overtime. It was the most exciting game of the tournament.
Yeah.
You couldn't pick a better ending of the tournament game.
4-year guy.
Yeah.
4-year guy for Coach Petrillo. Had an astonishing last 2 years statistically. Just loves the game, loves the process. His cousin, Coach Snow, the JV coach at Bronxville, obviously has had a lot to do with his success. The people at Northeast Elite as well, and then Coach Kuba at Riverside Select, and then us when he was really young, we help. But he loves the game. He has such great passion for it. I'm so happy he's going to St. Thomas Aquinas. He's going to a place where he's going to step. He has an opportunity if he does the things that we talked about earlier with the lateral quickness. With making catch and shoot open shots, got to make those open shots and then be able to shot fake, 2-dribble, pull up, and then use your floater and all that. If he does all that, I think he's going to get on the floor sooner than later, and he will impact winning on the floor for St. Thomas Aquinas. And by the way, how crazy a following did Dobbs Ferry have? How many young kids were in the upper deck, and now they dream about being Anthony? You know what I'm saying? That's the kid, all these kids from these communities, these young kids, and I hope they understand, the older kids understand the impact they have as role models. These are idols to these young kids.
Yep.
Anthony, in Dobbs Ferry, who doesn't want to be, if you're a young kid, I want to play like Anthony Ficarrotta.
Right.
I want to be Anthony. I want to be the next one. You know?
Right. And not just Dobbs. Him breaking that record, which
it's incredible.
43 43 years. 43 years. Yeah, I mean,
it's crazy.
I mean it's insane. He averaged 37.1 points per game this season. I mean,
yeah, and listen, you know, those kids all accepted their role, and they knew what they had in Anthony as their teammate, and they did what was necessary to bring success to their team, to their town, to the program.
Right.
And those kids will not be forgotten either.
No, not at all. That whole team.
So Anthony was, Anthony was the machine.
Destiny versus Dynasty. It was another Destiny versus Dynasty.
Yeah,
in that
really
case, Dynasty won.
But
yeah.
And Coach Petrillo has done a great job of developing him, and he's been very creative. Scott's been very creative in getting Anthony the ball in the places that he needs to on the floor. And I want to make sure that Scott's recognized. But Anthony, like I said, there was so many young kids up there in the upper deck that they were all sitting together, and they were, they want to be Anthony Ficarrotta. So I'm excited for him. I'm excited for his future, and I'm looking forward to seeing him play next year as a college basketball player.
It's funny you say that, because the next gentleman, Mr. Basketball, Brandon Burrell, when Coach Carver was giving his speech about him, he said those exact words. There are young kids right now in Mamaroneck that want to be Brandon.
And will play both,
right.
Brandon and Will, but in the basketball, of course, Brandon. Yeah, I mean, listen. And I've said this to I've said this to Ty, and we've talked about it on the show or off air. I saw him play 2 times prior to this year. Both times were in the county center. Both times, obviously we're not impressive. He forced it. He struggled. Whatever. This young man was sensational the next 4 times I saw him play.
Oh yeah.
Not good. Sensational.
He was silky smooth in the county center.
He
Silky
was in the county center for both games. He was silky smooth in the state regional final at Yorktown. I didn't see the semis. I mean, he was brilliant. Not good, not very good, brilliant.
Yeah.
He shot it off the bounce, attacked the rim and finished, and then made catch and shoot threes, 3-level scorer.
Well, the funny thing is, I don't understand where this kid, when you say brilliant, like, he's not that smart. I mean, he's only going to Harvard.
Yeah.
I mean, seriously. Like,
I'm not talking about his classroom endeavors and his classroom ability. I'm talking about his basketball ability.
He's playing ball for them.
I know.
He's good. He's smart, this kid.
He's outstanding player. He will impact Harvard's winning. I don't know if it's on the floor initially, but he will impact winning every day in that program because of how hard he works, how much he gets after it. If he takes care of the ball at Harvard, if he can take care of the ball at Harvard, and if he makes shots the way he did in high school, he'll be on the floor sooner than later at Harvard. Listen, there are 4 teams, and there's normally the 4 best teams in the Ivy: Harvard, Yale, Princeton, Penn. Are normally the 4 best teams in the Ivy.
We're getting a hate mail, Claudio, from the rest of the Ivy League.
Yeah, well, they'll get over it. Get better. Then get better. Don't get me started. Yeah, get better then. But those are the 4 teams. Pennsylvania obviously got the bid.
Mm-hmm.
But Brandon Burrell, his shot efficiency and the percentage that he shot it at was well north of 55 or 60%. I'm sure Ty will tell me it's maybe even higher. But what Coach Carver's done with him and what he's done on his own and the programs, he's just a fantastic kid. He's a great player. He's a well-spoken young man. His parents, his father, Ryan's a great guy. Mr. Burrell, they're good people.
Yep.
And I'm happy for him. And I wish him nothing but the best. And you root. All these kids on our list are really good human beings that you root for.
They really are.
And if you don't root for them, then you have a problem.
True.
True. But Brandon's going to be great at Harvard. And I think Tommy Amaker will figure out a way to use him, implement him, and his staff will do that in the right way with the right system regarding how he plays.
Right. If you got a problem with those things, you can go change the channel and watch the losing moments, which we currently are not part of.
No, we're not
part of the winning moments.
Absolutely.
So, yes, congratulations to all those kids. Little shout out. 2 of the kids, AAA.
Yep.
2 of the kids, AA.
Yes.
And to my bias, because my son played for Blindbrook,
Right.
2 kids from Class B.
Mm-hmm.
Class B. So small schools representing significantly. So it was amazing.
Yes.
Congratulations to all of them.
Absolutely.
Now, as you know from this show, we do not just spend time talking about men's basketball, boys basketball. We talk about the girls. And to the girls' credit, 9 teams travel to North, close to your favorite place in Binghamton.
You had Binghamton on the boys' side.
Yep,
You had
and
Troy on the girls' side.
Yep.
We should probably start with the boys and then go to the girls.
Well, I think, Coach, I think is the following, because again, we're talking about the winning moments. 9 teams travel north.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
5 boys teams.
Yep.
4 girls teams. All the boys lose. No state champions from the boys' side.
No.
But for our girls. Let's talk about the girls.
Okay. So last Friday we discussed
Albertus
Magnus
Yep.
winning their 3rd consecutive state championship.
Yep. Shout out to Coach Buckley, whose son, by the way, got an award at the dinner as well.
He's all section as a freshman.
Yeah,
he
yeah,
has an opportunity. Joe has an opportunity to be a really good player. He's projected right now to be a college player. What level that will be predicated on a bunch of factors.
How Coach Buckley handles him at the dinner table?
No, I'm sure there's not an issue with his son behaving a certain way at the dinner table.
Not when you see Coach. I mean,
and Mrs. Buckley as well. She's not. Yeah. They're not tolerating any nonsense.
I've never met her, but when I see Coach, he's always smiling, and I'm always like, okay, I'm safe. Because when he's not smiling,
then there's an issue.
Yeah,
there really is. I've known him for a long time, since my Jersey days. So so congratulations to Albertus. Mm-hmm. 3 times now, 3-time state champion. Darren Rare as well. 3 gold balls. Section 1 basketball championships. Just amazing program that he's built. And Shaker gave them all they could handle in the semifinal, and the state final wasn't easy either, and they were able to overcome it and get it done. And credit to the girls and Coach Buckley and his staff over in beautiful Bardonia, New York. So very happy for the Falcons, and now we move on.
We should have Coach be the official tour guide of
Rockland,
New York.
Yes.
So now move on. Now we got YMA.
Well, let's go to Nyack right now. Let's go to Nyack. Nyack girls lost an absolute heartbreaker in the state semis. They have never, ever done on the girls' side of Nyack in the history of the school what those young ladies and Coach Fredilis did this year.
Feels like it's a year of history.
It's a
year of record-breaking history.
We couldn't have started this show at a better time in our area for high school basketball, Section 1. And they lost a heartbreaker, but they had a tremendous year. They got to the Final Four. They won the region. They won the Southeast New York region. Got to the Final Four. Lost a heartbreaker, but my goodness, they were fun to watch. And Curvins did a great job. His staff did a great job. Rakia Muhammad, Casey Cummings. They just had a great year. So congratulations to them. But now let's talk about the next 2.
Let's start with YMA.
State champs. Moyes, Coach Eli Moyes and his staff, those young ladies, Mustafa, Gleason, Toro, both Mustafas. First, I think they're the first Yonkers City high school girls team to win a state championship. I'm pretty sure about that. They're going to be. I think they're going to be given the keys to the city, or they're about.
They deserve it.
They're about to be given the keys to the city. I think they're going to have like a YMA girls high school basketball appreciation day from the city of Yonkers. They deserve that.
Absolutely.
It's astounding what he has built there. Tremendous, situation that he's built there, and credit to those girls, man. Just winning the state
They
championship,
just balled out.
fantastic for them, and happy for them. And they're not done.
No,
they're not.
no,
done.
he's got a lot of young players.
He's
now as
got
well.
a lot of young players.
He was
coming
cool
back.
when we interviewed him at the county center for this. Actually, he was so happy. Like, he's normally so serious. All right, at least when I've seen him so serious. In this case, he was like a giddy kid, like just talking about the championship and how the girls played so well together, and then for them to win the states, like, congratulations.
Absolutely. Before we hit on the other team that won the state
Wait,
championship.
there's another team?
There is.
Another girls team?
Yeah, but I want to talk about, because they were playing when we were on air last week. Tuckahoe girls lost a heartbreaking 56-54 game to Greenwich. It's not Greenwich. It's Greenwich in the upper part of the state. Which is
Why are you
kinda
looking at
crazy.
me that way?
No,
Look at
I'm
me
just
that way.
saying. It's
Okay.
not. It's because you live by Greenwich. Rybrook, New York borders Greenwich, so it's not Greenwich. It's Greenwich. Silvio DeSalvatore, his staff, Rob McQuaid, lost a heartbreaker, but all of them are back. I think Grace Stern, Doherty, Matarazzo, Juliana, Chloe, they're all back again next year, if you can believe it. And this is their third consecutive Final Four appearance, third consecutive gold ball, 3 regional championships. Silvio's done a remarkable job with them, and I don't want to forget about them.
No, not at all.
And they're going to be back.
All right, first of all, how do you forget about him? He's Mr. Fashion for Section 1.
There's
Okay.
nobody that does fashion.
No one is
than
better.
this.
And we have
And he's
his,
also my basketball son.
this we know. And we have he's one of the customers for the Locked In sweatshirts.
Yes, he
that
is.
we're very honored, and we have that shipping out for him as well. So Mr. Fashion will now rock in a Locked In hoodie. I feel
Absolutely.
honored that that's the case.
It's amazing that he doesn't have a clothes deal. He should be the first high school coach in our area to have a clothing brand
Give him
deal.
some NIL clothing brand. Okay, listen, we'll just have to make some custom clothes for him.
So, but I'm excited for them.
Yeah.
They're going to have another opportunity next year. They're going to even be better than they were this past year. And every year, they've gotten incrementally better.
Mm-hmm.
They have. They'll get better, and they'll come back even stronger and better. And they had a shot at it, and I'm very proud of those girls. Very proud of that program and that community. So, and now
There's only one left.
There's one left.
1 out of the 5.
So
One out
Kevin
of the 5 left.
Devaney said on our show last week that Tapan Zee girls, Dutchman, should be given a plaque for being the best public school program in the state, because the other 3 teams were all private school teams. We're not going to go down. No, we're not doing it now.
I'm laughing.
We're
because-
not doing it now.
If Kevin was here, when Kevin hears this, we got to put a little segment in. We can get Kevin a call on the live right now, okay? Because the Kevin coach right now battle would be great. But yes, Kevin did say it.
Kevin
Listen,
said,
He said.
they should be given a plaque for being the best public school girls basketball team in Class A in the state.
Yeah.
Kind of
Because-
like, and I'm not trying to throw shade on anybody. However,
I'm not trying to, but I'm about to.
however, it was, and I get where Kevin was coming from, and he'll be the first to admit it. We didn't think that they were going to go up there, or a lot of people outside of our section, and a lot of people, and obviously the only people that thought they could win it was possibly the people that on this show, Kevin, and the kid and our Section 1 people. The rest of the state thought that Tapan Zee probably didn't have a chance against any of the 3 private schools. Any of them. So now, guess
That's
what?
why we play the game.
Exactly. So now, guess what happens? Here's what happens. You don't get the plaque for best public school team in the state of New York.
Nope.
You get the plaque for being the best high school basketball team in Class A in the entire state of New York.
And I think even to bring back Kevin's point, like the reason that is so powerful is because if you're watching this show and you're not part of Section 1, Catholic schools, private schools, Catholic schools, really, they can bring anyone they want in.
Absolutely.
They have an unfair advantage than the public schools. So, yes, I mean, it makes sense that there should be, the Catholic school team should be state champs because they have the opportunity to recruit, bring things in like that. Like when I was in the Bronx, we had, what was his name? Jared Lockhart. Jared Lockhart played for St. John's Elementary School. The kid can dunk. I think he was on the cover of Sports Center. Sorry, it's not Sports Center. The cover of ESPN magazine at one point. He could dunk in 8th grade, dunk out the gym in 8th grade, and he ended up going to Mount St. Michael. Okay? And we all took the bus, and he got a car service every single day.
Sure.
Couldn't give scholarships back then, but you can give an academic, scholarship, right? So, the Catholic schools have a different advantage. But boy, did they not account for a state championship player who, as she got older, became a coach.
Well, here's where this is at now. So
I love this
when
storyline.
she was Riley Harrington, she and a young lady named Tara Gableman came to us for player development when they were in high school.
Us meaning Chris Ward basketball.
Yeah, meaning our organization.
I mean, some people don't know who you are.
No, I know they don't. They just know me. I'm the podcaster now. That's crazy. It's crazy that I'm the podcaster. It's like sad. It's like sad in one. It's funny in one way, and it's kind of sad in the other. That now, you're the podcast. I still kind of coach once in a while. So Riley and Tara, when they were at Irvington, came to us for player development. We were very close to Gina Marr's program. Our organization was. And Riley, Tara, and the rest of the girls at Irvington started that 4 out of 5 state championship run where they won like 4 out of 5, four state championships in 5 years or 5 and I forget what, but it was a great run.
Epic.
And they won the first one with Riley. Now it's Riley Chevrier, teacher, educator over at Tapan Zee. Mother, I think, of 2 children. And she now joins a list of, I think, only 2. Drew Watson, who was at Alexander Hamilton as a player, won the state championship, was a state championship coach at Alexander Hamilton. Riley Chevrier now joins Drew Watson as one of only 2 people to win a state championship as a player and a coach. It's amazing.
Insanity.
It's insanity.
Insanity.
It's unreal. And as the St. Thomas Aquinas, a former student athlete, women's basketball team on Division II level.
That doesn't matter anymore.
But I'm just saying.
About the college career.
That's how she ended up in Orangeburg. After she got done, she went to teaching in Orangeburg and coaching in Orangeburg. And what she's done with that program, it's amazing what she's done with that program. And they play fast, they play hard, they take care of the ball, they value it. I think
if I went to one of her practices, I would throw up.
You'd be done.
I would throw up. I would definitely throw up.
You would absolutely be done. And I would be remiss to not talk about Emma McHugh, Eve Girardi, Alyssa Sanchez, Devin Cooney, Diorio, my goodness, Adriana. Oh my gosh. Who am I missing? Emma McHugh, I said. I mean, to see her, the list goes on. They're so good. They've got young kids coming back.
Mm-hmm.
They're really, really fun to watch. They're going to be very difficult again to beat in Section 1 next year. I mean, they've got the target on them, and they just know how to play. They know how to do things the right way. I want to mention her staff, Sarah Kukla, Daryl Flynn, her 2 assistants do a fantastic job, and they are all in over Tapan Zee with regard to basketball. And once again, you want to talk about young ladies that aspire to be, Diorio, McHugh, CUNY, etc. They have that over there. Those young ladies aspire to be and play for Coach Chevrier and play in that Tapan Zee women girls basketball program. That's a tradition. Of course, it's a tradition. And the send off they got, I saw the send off on X. They had the kids outside elementary school, both boys and girls.
Yeah.
But we're talking about the girls right now. It was raucous, and the girls are walking out, and the kids are cheering as they're getting on the bus to go to Troy. It was phenomenal.
I want to give a shout out. You talk about Tapan Zee, and we talked about Rockland a lot on this side of it. I got to actually spend a bunch of time with Ryan McWilliams because he was the coach of Sebastian's team for the All-Star game.
Yes. What an
and coach of the year too. I mean, phenomenal
great
guy.
human being.
Phenomenal guy. And the fact that 12 years ago he was on the court is even more phenomenal.
So young.
That was the case, right?
Yeah.
But he was talking about, and I think goes back to that Tapan Zee culture. Their athletic director, Bill Pilla. Bill Pilla. Their athletic director does such a great job of bringing this community together.
Absolutely.
Listen, ADs don't get enough credit for what they do.
No, he does. Bill Pilla does a great job.
Right, putting these things together, working with these coaches. I mean, you got a lot of personalities. I met an AD recently. We were hanging out with the AD. Christoph. I would not pronouncing his last name. How do you say that?
Drosopoulos.
Yeah. Well, his last
name
is
Drosopoulos. It's Christos Drosopoulos.
Okay, that's why they gave me 3 letters in my last name, so I don't have to worry about
such a good at Briarcliff. Phenomenal athlete and phenomenal athletic director.
And I'm talking to him, and I'm like, "Hey, man, how many teams do you manage?" 65 teams.
Imagine
65 teams. 65 teams. 65 or so coaching staff. Right? Like it's tremendous how much these guys have to manage and what they do, and it's a big shout out to them. And I want to bring it up because she told me she actually had more. The where are we here? Albertus, Tuckahoe,
Rye.
I'm missing the flyer here, Coach.
Double A.
I don't have the double A.
Hold on,
look at this. Double A. Okay, I want to make sure.
Girls.
I want to make sure I say it correctly.
Rye.
Yep.
So that's the assistant.
Oh no, we don't have it.
We don't have it.
Okay. We need
she just got an award. The Rye athletic director.
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
We have to pull her name up. Pull her. We do this show basically live. We don't have any of the cuts here.
Absolutely.
So right now, as we pull her name up here, and Coach carries it through.
So it was Mike Galino won an award up there for if you go to Kevin's site,
Susan Reed. No, it's director.
Susan Reed.
Yeah, Susan Reed. Who I got to meet up. I think.
And Mike Galino, and there was another one that won an award as well. We had 3 administrators that won the award up there.
Yes. I don't know who the third one was. When I was talking to Susan, she has 83 teams.
It's amazing.
83 teams.
Yeah.
So again, we talked all season about players, coaches. They're the ones playing the game and coaching the game. But without you athletic directors, most of that would not happen. So you don't get the credit you always deserve. But right now we want to say thank you. Thank you for putting this community together. Thank you for keeping all of those coaches and teams in line, because without that, we wouldn't have a show. So we're very grateful for each one of you.
Yes, absolutely. And I'm going to I have to look for our third administrator because we want to make sure that we shout him out as well.
And we're going to keep the show rocking here. I feel like Kevin Devaney during the night when the projector wasn't working, and I had to fix the computer to make the projector work so he could put on his beautiful presentation, which again will be on game day 1. While Coach finds, he's got it. Coach, go ahead.
So we had 3 administrators who were at the New York State Athletic Association, Athletic Directors, Athletic Administration Association Banquet Awards. Barry Suman, she was a Chapter 1 Athletic Administrator of the Year out of Mamaroneck High School. Susan Reed, Rye High School, State Award of Merit. And then Mike Galino out of Byram Hills, the Dr. John Foley Professional Development Award. 3 really, really prestigious awards. We've got really good administrators and athletic directors that really want our kids to be very successful and excel on the field and off. And those want to make sure that we recognized all 3 of those administrators for winning prestigious awards upstate at the banquet Kevin hosted.
Let's talk about how next week's going to look. We are now moving to a format in which it'll be very much like the Young Sports Center, but for high school sports. So we are going to cover all spring sports to the best of our ability. We need your help. If you're watching the podcast, share this with a coach or an AD. We will have a link in this podcast below where you can now upload highlights to thewinningmoments.com. You simply upload highlights, videos, images, just stories that we can cover. And this way, we can make sure that every kid for every sport that puts on the uniform and creates these winning moments, we can give them the exposure that they deserve. But we need your help for that. We can't do that part on our own. And starting next week, we'll cover lacrosse, boys and girls. We're going to cover golf, tennis, baseball, softball, flag football. I think that's all the sports I think I covered, Claudio. We're probably missing one because I don't have it in front of me, but we're going to make sure that all spring sports are covered. There's tremendous amount of records that are in lieu right now of possibly being broken across all sports. We need your help with that. So please, thewinningmoments.com, there'll be a highlight button. Click on it. Upload the highlights there for your kids and any kids. We just want to celebrate these kids ongoing.
Please, coaches, administrators, we have a lot of spring sports we want to cover. We cannot cover them all without your help. We definitely need your help. We will recognize your kids. We'll make sure that we recognize your teams as well, your collective, individual success, collective success. But the amount of sports that we want to cover here, we can't do it without your help. So please help us out so we can make this the best spring sports show. And as far as high school athletics go, not just locally, but we want to make it like one of the best in the nation. The only way it's going to be one of the best in the nation is with your help, support, and you getting the information to us.
And that's why Coach makes sure I never miss anything. Got to put the work in, right?
That's it.
What was the statement you said? Play desperate?
Play with urgency and desperation.
Play with urgency and desperation. And I challenged him on that podcast. Why play with desperation? Urgency and desperation is a winning formula to create winning moments.
Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely. You have to be that way. You're not that way, you're not going to be successful individually, and you can't be collectively successful if you don't play with that passion and that fire and that intensity. You will not be successful. Won't happen. So
totally agree. And that's our show. And again, we look forward to next week. We'll have a different format. We're really excited about it. Many asked if we were going to stop after basketball. Hell no. There's a lot more athletes out there,
Absolutely.
A lot more kids out there we need to celebrate. Please like and subscribe. Share this podcast with everyone that you can. Follow us on Instagram, YouTube. All of that helps us gain more exposure for the kids. Because now more important than ever, high school sports exposure is going to be paramount to these kids' futures. Between the transfer portal, between NIL, and between high school kids now being able to get their own NIL-like deals, this support is going to mean everything for them, and we're here to help.